special speaker to launch the Asia and Pacific Outlook series and present the 2024 Southeast Asia Oration on the topic, The Future of Democracy in Southeast Asia. Mr. Peter Limjaroenrat, MP, is a Thai politician and businessman and is currently a member of the Thai House of Representatives. Kun Peter has been involved in politics since 2004 and previously led the Move Forward Party, the most ambitiously progressive in Thailand's electoral history, to win a plurality of seats and become the largest party in the general 2023 election. He has also worked in the business sector, holding executive positions with the Boston Consulting Group and the CEO of AgriFood. Kun Peter received his education in New Zealand, Thailand and the United States, graduating with an MBA from MIT's Sloan School of Management and a Master's of MPP at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Kun Peter, you are most welcome. You've honoured us by coming and speaking at the University of Melbourne tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Kun Peter.
Thank you, Professor Wesley, for that introduction. I think you're far too kind, but thank you for the invitation and the organization as well. Let me begin by acknowledging a few people. Obviously, Professor Wesley, Professor Hadis, Ms. Martine Letts, and also Mr. Macmillan, among other distinguished guests that's in the house with us tonight. But most importantly, the young, bright students of University of Melbourne for spending time with me today. And it's always absolutely amazing to be back in Melbourne, Australia after a long time. The last time I was here was about 20 years ago, but for several reasons that when I come back to this region, it's always absolutely amazing. Personally, as Professor Wesley mentioned, I grew up in Hamilton, New Zealand. So obviously we have some slight differences when it comes to rugby preference, but hopefully we can sort that out. But my younger brother, on the other hand, went to Adelaide. He went to visit me in the 1990s in Hamilton, and he saw the stark contrast between Bangkok and Hamilton, and he negotiated with my father, ended up in Adelaide. At least they had a lot of penfolds during the time, so that's why I also had to stop by Melbourne and take a road trip together with my family to see my brother. So, once a down under, always a down under. I'm dying for some Vegemite, some Marmite, steak and cheese pies, maybe probably going to the record store and get some Crowded House and Silvershare Frog Stomp or something like that. I see some faces nodding and some blank faces at the back. So it's obviously we have some generation gap over here. But professionally, to be, the leader or the former leader, still in the leadership of the largest political party in Thailand, to come back to Melbourne exactly, where the ASEAN-Australian Summit just happened 4 months back. Yeah, I was listening very carefully to what your Prime Minister and what your Foreign Minister had to say. So it's really the right place professionally for a politician from Thailand to be here discussing the topic of today's discussion. But more importantly is punctuality-wise. I mean, after 20 years that I left this region and returned home and then spent some time in North America, I returned to Melbourne, Australia this year, the ultimate election year. 60 national elections in a year, where half of the world population is going to the polls. I don't know about any of you who's following UK election. Will probably have to return home and see whether it's really the end until the whistle blown, like what the Prime Minister said this morning. Also, what's happening in France last week, and also, we're waiting for that American election in November as well. So I think, personally, professionally, and punctuality-wise, I mean, it's a very good place and a very good day for me to be back here in Australia.